Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Game Aim Plus, where my aiming is gaming. I'm your host, the boy G, and oh, we gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Alright, in this video, we are gonna talk about 6 more characters in a Fighters Pass Volume 5 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 6 on Nintendo Switch 2. I know, that's a lot, but listen, this is like my 5th one now. We know that Nintendo is working on a Super Smash Bros. For the Switch 2, so let's not all be in denial. It's happening, it's coming, we just don't know what it's going to be called, we just don't know anything. But we can talk about 6 characters that I feel should be in a Fighters Pass Volume 5 or whatever it's going to be. Alright? 3 first-party characters and 3 third-party characters. So we gonna just get right into it. Got my little list right here. Alright, so number 1, a first-party character. Twilight Midna. Yes, Twilight Midna. In case you people don't know who she is the Twilight Princess from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Alright, the little cat thingy that rides around on Link while he's a wolf or just everything. Yeah, Midna. Yeah. We had the Twilight Princess the entire time. So if you never played Twilight Princess, I'm sorry, I totally spoiled that for you. But yeah, Twilight Midna is her actual princess form. You know, her form of a princess of Twilight. Whatever. Okay? Amazing character. And she actually does have a moveset because she is actually a character in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Okay? That is also a game that is on the Wii U, but was ported to the Switch and can still be played on the Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah, in there she has a moveset. She's amazing. She plays in her Twilight Princess form, and I believe you can also choose her in a little cat, little Midna form, and she rides around like on a fake wolf Link. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Twilight Midna, the princess form of her. Alright, her weapon is a shadow mirror, okay? I don't know, but it's a mirror, it's from the shadows, and it's a mirror that's shadowed. Okay, but whatever. That is her weapon that she uses in the game, and she uses a whole bunch of like Twilight powers that does mirror things that come out of the mirror and does reflectical attacks and hits people with the magical powers. And listen, she's super dope. Alright, I love how she can use all the Twilight powers and the big hand from the Twilights and slam down and smack people and drop a light ball that explodes. She does a whole bunch of cool moves. Alright, she's one of my favorite characters in Hyrule Warriors. So, I really want her in this game. Plus, we need a lot more Legend of Zelda representation. So, let's get some Twilight Princess up in here, as in Twilight Midna. I ain't mad at it. I would love it. She's an amazing character. She looks amazing. Her design is great. And just everything about her is awesome. So, I want to see it happen. Now, here we go. The next character. Alright, number 2. A third-party character. Alright. Leon Kennedy. Yes, Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4 specifically. Alright, I believe that's where he started at. You know, that's where I remember him at, and where he began on the Nintendo GameCube on Resident Evil 4, which now has been remade and it's on, like, I believe PlayStation and Xbox. Hopefully comes to the Nintendo Switch 2. We're gonna wait for that, and I feel like the remake will come. But anyways, Leon Kennedy, alright, zombie hunting police officer, cop, dude, guy extraordinaire. Alright? He shoots zombies, he takes them out, he does his job, he gets the cutting, gets the slashing, gets the pop, pop, pop. He does his shooting thing. Alright, you could give him a gun, okay? You can give him bombs, you can give him a rocket launcher, you can give him a knife, you can, look, there's a whole bunch of different kind of weapons that they have in, you know, Resident Evil games. You can even give him like a stun rod, you know, like a something, or a flash grenade. You know, explosive grenade, bomb, flash, whatever. I don't care. Give him everything he needs. Alright? Leon Kennedy is an iconic character, especially an iconic character in Resident Evil. Alright? Would he be my first choice as a Resident Evil character to be put in Smash Bros? No. Alright? We ain't gonna get into that. But I do know he is very iconic. Everybody knows who he is. And it just seems like the most logical choice of a Resident Evil representative for Smash Bros. 6. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I could be tripping. Anyways, we need some more Capcom Resident Evil. Please, we need some Resident Evil representation here. That would be so awesome. Now, next. Okay, third character, first party. Septile. Yes, Septile, the Pokemon. Alright, listen. I don't care. Oh, it's too late to bring Septile in here. It's way past generation. I don't care. Alright? I don't think it's ever passed any Pokemon's generation to get put in a Super Smash Bros. Game. Alright? Pokemon is Pokemon, no matter what the generation is. And I love Septile, okay? The third evolution form of Trico. Yes, my one of my oldest son. Okay, he loves Trico, and he would prefer Trico in here, but I would prefer Septile. Sorry, it is what it is. So yeah, we're gonna go with Septile. All right, he is also a fighting character in Pokken Tournament DX, also on the Nintendo Switch, ported from the Wii U, and also can be played on the Switch too. So Septile in there, he's an amazing character. Okay, you know what he moves really fast. He uses his tail for a lot of attacks. He uses a bunch of grass attacks, a lot of slishy and slashies with leaves and this and that and all kind of stuff. Alright, he's a grass Pokemon, which I think that would be really cool because we already have a third evolution water Pokemon as in Greninja in Smash Bros. And a third evolution Pokemon fire as in Incineroar in Smash Bros. So I would love a, third evolution of a grass type in Septile. Alright, he's a great fighting Pokemon. And if you have ever played Pokken Tournament DX or the original one on the Wii U, and if you ever played with Septile, he is such an amazing character. Like, he's very swift, he's very amazing, very agile, and very cool, big Pokemon, grass type. I want him in Smash Bros. Alright, I think he just looks really dope, and he would fight extremely unique. They could come up with a really cool moveset for him as like a fighting grassish, like grass Pokemon that moves really swiftly, but also a heavy type. I think that would it would be dope. To me. I don't know. I'm nobody, but whatever. Anyways, here we go. That's a Pokemon first party. Now we're going to go to the next character. Alright, the fourth character. And of course, it is a third party character. And Bomberman. Yes, Bomberman. Alright. Everybody knows who Bomberman is, so let's not try to act like we don't know who he is. He's a little old school guy. He's a little small. He's bought back from back in the day in the little puzzly kind of ish game that you run around in these little squares and dropping bombs on them, or drop bombs on them, or drop bombs on them. You drop bombs on everybody and you explode the lines and try to take them out. All right. He's already an assist trophy in the game, okay, in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which he should not be an assist trophy. That is very disrespectful. I don't like it, okay? He is a main character of a game. A main character of a game should not be an assist trophy. He should be an actual playable character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 6. Whatever it's going to be called. But Bomberman needs to be in here. Okay, I don't know what kind of moveset it would do. He could probably hit people with his big old head, smack people with his little ball, little fists, and throw a bunch of bombs everywhere. Obviously. Okay, make him do a whole bunch of trick things with the bombs. Maybe he could treat it like it's like a soccer ball and be kicking it around the field and smacking it to people or hitting it like a volleyball. I don't know. But there's a bunch of things he can do with bombs. They can work it out. Alright? He can still have a bunch of kicks and punches and a bunch of headbutts. And, they would work it out in some way, shape, or form. But I don't want him as an assist trophy anymore. Take him out of there, please. Alright? He is too iconic to be that. So, let's make him a character. And let's give him a moveset, people. And I believe, doesn't he also have like a Mii Fighter outfit? If he does, I don't like it. I don't like any Mii Fighter character outfits. No. I don't like it. Take those out. Get rid of those. Please, God. Anyways, Bomberman, please. Throw him in here. ASAP. Okay, now. Here we go. The fifth character. Alright, first party. Funky Kong. Yes, Funky Kong. Alright, the cool, super duper cool monkey from the Donkey Kong series. Yes, Funky Kong. And it's funky because he's just a funkadelic guy, not because he's stinky. Alright, so don't think that. Oh, he's Funky Kong. Maybe he stinks. No, he doesn't stink. You stink. Leave Funky Kong alone. He's awesome. Alright. Big old monkey. Alright, probably around the same size as Donkey Kong. No, he would not be a Donkey Kong copy or an echo or a clone. No, he would not be that. Okay, I don't want no more clone characters. Those are unnecessary. Okay, we can obviously make movesets for these characters. And Funky Kong can definitely have his own moveset. Alright? And it can be based on him and his surfboard. The surfboard that he already uses in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, as he was included in the port that was from the Wii U that got ported to the Switch. It can also be used on the Nintendo Switch too. Whoo! Alright, Funky Kong is in there, and he's used as basically an easy mode. Okay, not an easy mode, but a character that's easier to get through levels with. Alright, you can't die on spikes because he uses the surfboard to land on them. So that could also be a move where he could drop down with a surfboard and hit people with. Alright? Also, he gets more lives. He has extra health in levels, since he's Funky Kong and it's supposed to be easier. So, I would love to see Funky Kong in Smash Bros. Smacking people around with a surfboard. That would be hilarious. Alright, maybe he could drop a thing of water behind him and surf on the field with a side B or something. That would be cool. Okay, smack people down into the ground with the surfboard. I don't know, but trust me, there's a lot of things they can make Funky Kong do with this surfboard. Okay, that things have never even ever been done before in a fighting game, because ain't nobody in a fighting game got a surfboard as a weapon. So this would be super unique and awesome, and I would love to see what they would do with Funky Kong. He's really cool. So, you know, bring him in the game. And he kind of like floats with his surfboard. It spins under his feet. So that would be really cool. Maybe if you hold up, or maybe that's his up B or something. And I don't know. Work that out. That's what you guys do. Not me. He has a bandana. He has glasses and a surfboard. He's really cool. Let's get him in the game. Now, last but not least, but I don't know, maybe not for me, maybe for you, maybe for whoever. I don't know. But here we go. All right. The sixth character, and he is a third party. All right. Alakard. Yes, Alakard. His name backwards is Dracula, but because he's Dracula's son, so he's Alakard. You know, you switch it around. Anyways, whatever. Okay. I don't need the book no more. I don't need my little list. So, Alakard, right? He is Dracula's son. He is from the Castlevania games. I believe from the newer ones. Mind you, I don't know that much about Alakard, but I do like him in the assist trophies, okay? He is an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, alright? I would like him to, you know, upgrade to an actual fighting, you know, playable character in Smash Bros. Because a lot of people actually want him in the game, okay? There's actually people that would prefer Alakard over Richter and Simon Belmont in the game. So that's kind of crazy. But who am I to judge, alright? I never played the Castlevania games that have Alakard in it. He's probably really awesome. But what I see in the assist trophies, he looks really cool, you know? He has a sword. He can, like, teleport, kind of. He transforms into like a bat or bats. He travels in, like, this misty thing. I mean, he slashes people. He's really fast, agile. He seems really cool. So, you know, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Alakard, you know, character being included, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't care. All right, he seems pretty cool, pretty unique. I would like him. I believe he's a vampire, right? You know, I mean, if you're a son of Dracula, you gotta be a vampire with your name backwards, Alakard, and you're a vampire. He gotta be a vampire. So I like vampires. So, you know, bring Alakard in, take him out the assist trophies. You know, let's graduate him. Okay, let's graduate him to an actual playable character. All right, I want to see a lot of these assist trophies do that. So hopefully that happens. All right, I don't like seeing main characters as assist trophies. That's really weird. I don't like that. You know, make those little side characters. Put like a Goomba in an assist trophy, like something like that, like whatever. But yeah, Alakard. You know, we got Dracula in the game as a boss, so let's bring Alakard in the game as an actual playable character that we can fight with. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I got. You know, those are 6 characters that I would love to see come to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 6 in a Fighter's Pass Volume 5 or whatever pass or whatever you guys are going to do. Look, listen, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but you can pick one of these characters, pick none of them, pick a whole bunch of different set of 6 characters, but let's make one of these characters, or some of them, or all of them happen. I don't care, but I do. In the next Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 6, whatever it's going to be called. But like I said, that's all I got. You guys let me know what you think of these 6 characters. Would you like any of these? Would you like somebody else? Put it in the comments. Talk to your boy. And let's chitty chat. But yeah, there you go, guys. Game Aim Plus. Please subscribe. Click that little bell button. That way every time I upload a new video, it'll pop up on your phone like, you feel me, dog? You feel me? But yeah, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And I'll catch you in the next one. Booyah! Woo!